You've probably wondered how we help people in our organizations come to solutions much quicker. And you probably noticed that we've all got very different styles of behavior. And it's because people use different management styles and methods to assert themselves, simply to tell you what they want. So what do we do about that? How do we help people come up with solutions instead of noticing that we're all in different places? So if we look at this fairly obvious chart, assertive and passive on the up and down, and non-empathetic and empathetic on the cross, what we notice is that on the right-hand side, we have what results generally in what we call assertive, non-empathetic, combative me first. You've met those people, haven't you? And on the lower right-hand side, we've got non-empathetic and passive people. They tend to be risk-averse. Probably met a few of them. Bottom left-hand corner, we've got the empathetic and passive. They like to listen to you. But because tends to be they're not so skilled in their job, they use friendliness to get by. And what we've got to remember is that unlike the people who are in the top right-hand corner, who are assertive and empathetic, who want us to be win-win, and want it to be win-win for them too, the other folks tend to drift towards the combative me first after they discover they're not too happy with the situation. And we'll remember that we sometimes do the same ourselves. We're human. So the question is, how do we help them and ourselves move more often to solutions in a win-win way? And the answer, of course, is to ask better questions, the solution-focused way. Let's look at a scenario. You've probably been in a meeting many times where somebody says, that's not what I told you to do. That combative me first person. And how do you deal with that? Well, you change the subject by asking them some questions. First, you can help them understand they've got some resources to help you by asking the question, obviously you've done this well in the past, tell me more. Find out what resources they've got to do what they want you to do. They've obviously not explained it very well to you in the first place because they're not satisfied with what you've delivered. And then you can say, what does success look like to you for this project? And get them to give you more details of what it looks like. Because sometimes that's what happens with the combative me first people, that they don't actually know how to tell you what they want. And the result you'll get out of that is there's a much better chance that you'll be able to deliver what they're looking for. And what you'll have helped them do is think about solutions, not about telling you about the problem. So you've been in a meeting many times, I'm sure, where the risk-averse person is getting in the way of moving forward because they're obviously concerned about making certain decisions. It's a risk to them. What do you do? Well, you try with a statement like, it's clear that you like to plan carefully. They do. When this worked well in the past, how did it work for you? And if you know of an example where they took a decision because they did some careful planning or whatever to avoid risk, help them by talking about it, but ask them how they did it. Then you can switch to, what does success look like to you for this project? Particularly for you and your management. So they'll be able to tell you, based on the resources they've got from doing this in the past, how they could see it happening. Point is, you've opened up an opportunity for solutions rather than them digging in to the problem they have and you provoking them by noticing that they're risk averse. If you want to learn more, go to the address on the screen to download my PDF, solution-focused, win-win conversations. And let me give you a tip, which is you'll see results right away using these questions, but be patient. It'll take your colleagues some time to move to thinking of solutions as easily as you do.